Okay, guys, we are starting off today's episode with my leading lady, Lady Laureen Wells. You guys might remember her from the fact that she was in an entanglement with Daichi and fought and won against Nadira. But you guys also may remember her from the fact that she is engaged to Prince Hugo of the Kingdom of Avonshire. The reason why we are starting today's episode with them is that her parents died. I was literally with the Masuda clan when the game let me know that both Baron Claude as well as Baroness Jolie died, and luckily for them they both died of old age. They didn't die from something crazy, but these two are overall so sad from the fact that they have lost their parents. As you can see, they are still poor from the time that King Francois stole from them, and these are their two urns, guys. This is low-key so sad, but this is the first death in my game since I got the life and death pack, so I want to do a funeral with them. There are just so many options here. There's Mourn Baroness Jolie, planned funeral, there's lights candle, there's display ads, there's just a bunch of different things, and I'm gonna have these two, Laureen as well as, what's this boy's name, Marcel, come and mourn their parents and then host a funeral. I am very sad that these two decided to die before I could have Laureen's wedding. It makes me very sad that they are not going to be able to see their darling baby girl, but we are still going to have Laureen marry into the royal family as practically repentant for all of the evil that King Francois decided to do to these poor innocent people. So I'm going to have Marcel come here and plan a funeral. But you can only have a funeral for one person? Damn. I mean, that kind of makes sense. They did die at the same time. The departed Sim is his father. I'm going to invite... You can only invite 8 people to a funeral? You've got to be kidding me. Well, you can only invite 8 people. This is kind of a mess. Well, I'm going to try to invite everybody from the Kingdom of Avonshire here. And he doesn't even know any of the other nobles. I'm going to invite some members of the Goldstein family, but Marcel wasn't really preparing to be the future heir, even though he really should have been. They've just been getting screwed over. Mourn the deceased, and I'm just gonna have the funeral here. So this is going to be my first ever funeral. Per usual, the game has my Sims wearing whatever the hell. You would not show up to no one's funeral in this bright blue dress. Your boobs is out. Her outfit is tea though. But I'm gonna change her outfit to the outfit that I pre-planned for her to wear. This outfit right here. Let's see. So we can lead funeral activities, give eulogy, light candles. Complete by selecting a funeral menu on a Sim. Okay, cool. Serve food. How old is this? Veggie burgers. Well, let's see if your sister can cook. I have no idea what white people eat at funerals. As a Ghanaian, we literally eat jollof, and I don't think that Laureen and or Marcel would be serving jollof here. The Wells family is specifically Scottish. That is the specific culture that I base these people off of. I have no idea what Charwu is wearing. I know that her body is tea, but sis, this is not the appropriate outfit at all. Charwu is currently entangled. Oh no, I forgot that I'm supposed to lock all of the doors, but Charwu is currently entangled with Marcel. They've been talking to each other ever since the Starlight Ball. And I'm not gonna lie, Nanami was the one who high-key set them up. He definitely wants his people involved in the royal family. Charwu is definitely a subordinate of... Wait a minute. How did Jai... Who invited Jai? Did I invite Jai? I thought I just invited the people of the Kingdom of Avonshire. You don't even know him. You literally don't even know him, but okay, let Prince Consort Jai come and do whatever he wants, man. It's like whatever. Laureen, though, as the future Princess Consort of Avonshire, you should know some of these people. Come say hi. But the reason why Nanami wanted Charwu to start flirting, start knowing, start to get entangled with Marcel is that she can be the future sister-in-law of the queen and the future sister-in-law to the king of Avonshire. Just overall having more people in the kingdom for when he plans his hostile takeover. But I'm going to have Laureen come say hi. You have an awful relationship with your future father-in-law. Look how everybody is just laughing. This is crazy. Offer sympathetic joke. What can you do? Let's start leading the activities. You are the host. Let's see. You can come here. So I decided to decorate the living room so that it looks better and more like they're actually hosting a funeral. Sorry that I'm being so awkward about this. I have never hosted a funeral in The Sims. So I am going to have everybody come here instead of watching TV. I wanted the De La Willows to specifically come here because they are the ones who had the most strenuous relationship. So I'm going to have Marcel practically mourn and lament his father. He's just talking about how the general public loved his father and how he was always doing his best to help those who are so unfortunate. And now that he is dead, he is going to have to take up that mantle in order to keep up the legacy of House Wells. And that even though the country is currently going through economic crisis, and he's specifically saying that towards these two individuals right here, that he and his sister are going to do the best that they can in order to live up to this legacy. For some reason, Princess Consort Christina is here. Oh my guys, look, wait, guys, I had no clue. This is actually so cute. I had no idea that they did this little pose. But guys, what happened to my podium? Seriously, what happened? Oh, it's right here. Where is Christina? Christina, if you're gonna come here, you have to participate in this funeral. If you click on this urn, let's see. You can light a candle. Chemistry advice. Despite feeling a negative vibe from Lord Marcel, Lady Lorraine thinks this may change. Even bad Sims can do good after all. This girl is just straight up not having it for her brother. She is just not having it. Like, give this dude a break. He is now the Baron of Avonshire. And luckily for him, he's a young adult at least, but bro. And there goes Kento cleaning, man. I can't stand him. Why is he cleaning? What instrument can we play? Y'all don't got no type of nothing over here. Everybody, let's start mourning Charu. Let's control Charu. Like I said, Charu currently dating Marcel. So I'm gonna have her. Look, wait. She is sneaking off. Now, let's see what they is doing. Hey, guys, what is happening here? Whoa, what is happening here? What kind of secret meeting are y'all having? What? I have no idea what Kento and or Tiana were possibly talking about with Rosalie. Oh, but this is tea for me. This is tea for me. Okay, sis. I know you did not have that good of a relationship with Baroness Jolie for you to be doing all of that. Maybe she did, because this is low-key a mess. Oh my gosh, they have the close family dynamic. I'm gonna say yes. You guys are the only people who are left now. Can you mourn the deceased? Mourn both of them. Even though this is a funeral for her dad, technically, this is going to technically be a funeral for both of their parents. But Charu, what could you possibly be talking about? Guys, this is really tea for me. I have no idea what Charu, Nanami, and Tiana are talking about right now. Hugo's also here. It's an awkward encounter. I definitely think Kento is having a meeting of all these people, practically talking about, hey, now that both Baroness Jolie and Baron Claude are dead, you need to definitely speed up your marriage engagement. Your future wife is in a vulnerable place, and I know that the people are going to be taking this event as a total negative. The one noble that they had in Avonshire that was for them has died. Their child has taken over, but you need to hurry up and get in the people's good graces. Is he not mourning the deceased? Come mourn the deceased. Mourn the deceased. Ooh, she likes deception. Okay, sis. Charbu is just talking to Hugo. Is somebody else mourning? What do you mean you can't mourn your father? Everybody mourning? Why is he not able to mourn his father? Okay, cool. I love how they had their secret meeting and they had to come back to show face. They said that you can put the tombstone inside of the grave. So what is this saying? Chemistry advice. Despite feeling a negative vibe from Tiana, Lady Charvel thinks this may change. You guys always had a weird relationship. That's fine. But why are y'all T-posing? I'm just really excited by all of the interactions that came with the life and death pack. This is my first sim to die in my series. Oh, wait, Lorene. Lorene, come see this too. Wait, can you place a flower? No, wait. You stay here. Everybody come outside and see this. Is there a way to make the funeral longer? No. Let me know if there is a mod to make this stuff longer. I want more long events. Oh, wait, you can have one or the other? Bro, Taru and Nanami are having the time of their lives right now. They don't get to talk to each other quite often. And I hate that they're socializing at an event. Here, I'm gonna have Marcel play a song for his father. I wish there was bagpipe in The Sims 4 or a mod at least. But this is the closest we're gonna get. So I'm gonna have you play a nice little tune. Does your sister have the violin skill? I'm just gonna cheat it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cheat it for the sake of us having a moment here. But this was the funeral of Baroness Jolie and Baron Claude. May they rest in peace. I feel so bad because we are eventually going to have... Okay, cut it out. Cut out the bad music. Cut out the bad music. But we are eventually going to be having a wedding in this same episode. And I'm just so sad that these two were not able to see their daughter get married. I'm sorry, girly pop. I'm sorry. This right here is a place that we haven't seen before. This right here is Fuku boarding school. Fuku boarding school is a well-established place in the heptarchy. It is a boarding school that a lot of royals and nobles send their daughters in order to try to get them to fix their bad habits. This right here is Madam Iga. She is the current headmistress of Fuku boarding school. As you can see, she is making all of her current students breakfast. I think she's making them some type of cinnamon something, who knows. But let me introduce you guys to the people who are currently here. Aditi just got sent here recently. She is the newest student at Fuku boarding school, and as you can see, she is still having her bad habit. She's obviously butthurt because obviously this place isn't as luxurious as her royal palace, but she is addicted to nicotine. It says addicted to nicotine +1 uncomfortable from smoking. Princess Aditi is addicted to nicotine, and she is also having a mildly unpleasant meal, and she's also feeling content from smoking. I just caught her here smoking a vape. I have no idea how Madam Iga hasn't gone through her belongings and found her vapes yet, or maybe my girl is just good at hiding stuff. But this right here is Lady Catherine Goldstein. We saw her in a previous episode. Queen Rosalie of the Kingdom of Avonshire practically wanted her to be a live-in friend to Princess Florine, but she was just not going for it. So her parents decided to send her here, Fuku boarding school, in order to try to get her to learn how to be submissive, because her parents want her to get in touch with the De La Willows so they can get more financial benefits. But this is Catherine. Who do I want to introduce you guys to next? This right here is Lady Gemma. I'm gonna have Lady Gemma sneak off here. Where can I have her sneak off to? I'm gonna have her sneak off here to the bathroom. Girl, can you not leave? I'm gonna have her sneak off here to the bathroom, but we saw her in a previous episode. Bro, are the doors locked? Oh, it's for the boys. Okay, this is a girls boarding school. Oh, you don't have to worry about there being girls bathroom. There's literally only girls who live here. But I'm gonna have you go here. Okay, cool, period. As you can see, she is mortified. Stop looking at me from having a mood swing. But we saw Gemma in a previous episode. It was a party that the Rajharan royals were throwing, and she literally snuck into Queen Sundari's study and was snooping through her stuff. Obviously, Queen Sundari caught her, reported her to her parents, and her parents decided to practically send her here in order to practically get her to stop being a kleptomaniac. This girl loves to steal. But the issue with Gemma is not only is she a kleptomaniac, she also has a drug problem. So she just called her friend. What is his name? He's not really relevant. Y'all don't even need to know his name. But she practically called her friend, who is a dealer from the Kingdom of Rajhara, in order to get what is this called? Beadlines, amphetamines, practically, right? High quality amphetamines for a sim who needs a little pick me up. So she just admired her new possession. She is going to snort it, and I am going to see if Madam Iga is done with breakfast. Stop checking up on your girl. Where is it? Here it is. I am going to have you call everybody to meal. And while Gemma, girl, what is your issue? And while Gemma is practically snorting her amphetamines, I'm going to introduce you. Wait, was that your voice? Why is your voice so deep? So I'm going to introduce you guys to the last member of the Fuku house, which is definitely Lady Marilyn Balsetta. You guys probably have no clue who this girl is at all, but I want you to get a good look at her features. I don't know if you guys can recognize who she is at all, but let me show you guys her family tree. So this right here is Lady Marilyn. She is the daughter of Lady Mary Balsetta and Lord Miguel Balsetta. I don't know if you guys remember her at all, but this is Lady Marilyn. She is the daughter that the former queen of Taurus Yova had with Lord Miguel. In an alternate timeline, if Duke Corliss wasn't all in her business, she would have been the Princess Royale of the Kingdom of Saurus Yova. But I just want y'all to look at her, right? I don't know if you guys can recognize this, but she is having a hard time coping with the fact that her mother had an affair with her father, causing her to lose her position as the Princess of Saurus Yova. Let's look at her trait. She's illegitimate. She was an unhappy toddler. Somehow she's popular, but I want you guys to look at her family and look at her, and you'll understand why her parents sent her to the Fuku house. I'm having her talk to Lady Catherine. She really admires people with black hair because let me just get into her complex. So obviously this is what her mother looks like, Lady Mary Balsetta, red hair, green eyes, and this is what her father, Lord Miguel, looks like, right? She is one out of 3 triplets, with her brother being Lord Jose. You see he has Afro-centered hair, and her other brother is Lord Manuel, who also has 4C hair and red hair, right? She happens to look a lot like Queen Alencia, the current queen of Sorosiova, and that is on purpose. The reason why her parents sent her to the Fuku house is that Maryland has a huge inferiority complex. She hates the fact that she is her parents' child. She hates the fact that she has red hair. The reason why her hair is black and straight is that she straightened it and dyed it black in order to look like Queen Alencia, the current queen of Sorosiova, and sadly my girl just has a complex. Her parents practically sent her here in the hope of her one day getting it together, and Catherine obviously likes the deception. She obviously knows that this is not what she looks like. But Marilyn, if you low-key look at Marilyn, she low-key looks like Catherine too. She just like dark-haired beauty. She really wishes her parents had never had an affair, because if both sets of her parents never had that affair, she either would have been the daughter of a baroness. She's not, because her father got demoted because of this affair, or she would have been a princess. So her parents sent her here in order to try and get her to have a semblance of self-esteem. And look, she's plus 1/10. What if I do something wrong from being self-conscious? Self-conscious Sims are often worried about their past actions, and specifically for her, she would be worried about her appearance. So as you can see, Madame Ega, she was just talking to Princess Aditi. But Princess Aditi, man, she's still stuck in her ways. She's separated from her boyfriend, who high-key got her addicted to nicotine. But her parents are hoping that under this tutelage, because we literally see Madame Ega right here consistently monitoring these girls, that she will get better. Gemma is literally the only one. Do you guys not have a bathroom that's closer to you? Oh, wait. You have a bathroom that's literally right in your dorms. Gemma is the only one who isn't with the main set of girls right now. I have no idea why she decided to take a nap. She has a lot of energy from the fact that she is on speed. But I'm gonna have her practice dribbling. Use that energy for some good. I'm going to have Madame Ega practically talk to these girls. I feel like she has these one-on-one talking sessions with these girls in order to try to figure out what the root of their issue is. Catherine's here because she doesn't listen to her parents, and as a noble lady, that is something that she needs to do. She needs to obey her parents. Like, yes, I guess Catherine wasn't trying to hear that, so she just walked away. But I think being surrounded by these noble ladies and realizing that they are not alone in terms of all of the stuff that they're going through is healthy for them. Madame Ega is relatively a new headmistress. The previous headmistress died, leaving her to be her successor practically. So I feel like that's why she isn't doing too much of a good job. And I'm very sure that the previous headmistress would have searched their belongings, especially people like her, Lady Gemma, who's right now coming down from her amphetamine use, if that's how you even pronounce that word. And especially people like Princess Aditi. Maybe she feels like because she's new, she can't really push her weight. But I am hoping that she can get serious and help these girls, because we don't want Aditi to be addicted to nicotine. Like, she would be canonically, let's say 13 or 14 here. Like, what is a 14-year-old doing smoking? And don't get me started on Lady Gemma over here. Oh, Lady Gemma. Oh, Lady Gemma. But that is it for all of the girls at the Fuku boarding house. Everybody wish them luck as they try to figure out how to improve their lives. Okay guys, so we are going to be doing Lorene and Hugo's wedding. As you can see, my girl is still very sad from the fact that her father died. She is still feeling extremely sad from the fact that her father died. Ignore the fact that Sanjay is not wearing the appropriate attire right now. But we are here to celebrate the union of Crown Prince Hugo and Lady Lorene Wells. So this right here is an ancient church that has been in the Kingdom of Avonshire for a while. I was honestly so tired of having people not sit that I kind of gave up. But we are going to have Lorene and Hugo finally get married. Hugo, can you not? What? I guess because Hugo is the crown prince, he has to be the one to initiate this whole thing, because for some reason it would not allow me to let Lorene get married. But look at these two. These two are so cute. I'm choosing peace and choosing to ignore the fact that there are so many people walking around their wedding. But get into it. This is the dress that all of the people on YouTube and TikTok voted would look the best on Laureen. And I really think that Hugo is honestly so happy. I wonder if Akira was invited. I'm gonna change Tiana from this outfit because there's no way she would show up in her mourning clothes to this. Okay, what a beautiful ceremony. Prince Hugo is exchanging his vows with Lady Laureen. Okay, period. I really think that Hugo is finally happy that he is getting with someone who loves him for him. Well, at least Laureen didn't cheat on Hugo. I don't know how much they really love each other, but they have mutual respect, and I feel like that's more important than anything else, if I'm being honest. And for some reason, the little get married notification isn't checked off, but are you guys done? Why is this guy having a bad time? Okay, they are officially married, but why is King Francois having so much of a bad attitude? So he is feeling very tense from unease and uncertainty. Something about the aura of some sins nearby make me feel creeped out. There's a criminal presence. Could that sim be a criminal mastermind? What's a sim to do? And ill peasants from nearby peasants? Somebody of King Francois' stature shouldn't have to ever lay eyes on a lowly peasant. Well, King Francois, I am sorry. This is a royal wedding. There will be people who aren't of royal birth here. But now that Hugo and Laureen are married, I am going to have them be romantic, practically revel in the fact that they are newlyweds, profess undying love. But I think the person who is causing King Francois to feel so, I don't even know, weird and disgusted has to be Julian. I don't know if you guys remember Julian, but Julian was one of the poorer Avonshire citizens who was really feeling it in terms of the economic collapse. He was able to get this job as a waiter here, but I honestly think he is going to do something he shouldn't. He still has the scratches from having done all of the dirty odd jobs in order to keep his family afloat. But the security is very lax right now in terms of King Francois. He's sitting by himself. The only people here right now that are close to him are this random paparazzi guy. And even though it practically says that Julian is feeling fine, for some reason he's feeling flirty and all of the guests are just enjoying the wedding of Hugo and Laureen. I think Julian is going to do something that has been on his mind for a while. If you guys remember the last time we saw him, he was trying to attack Queen Rosalie. And we have a bunch of the Avonshire nobles here. And so he has a straight shot at King Francois. So I think he's going to do something a little wild. I'm trying to see what he would realistically do. I think he's going to try to beat up several of the nobles and royals here. Despite feeling a negative vibe from Julian, King Francois thinks this may change. Even bad sims can do good things after all. Did punching him affect your... Wait. So you got punched by the king? And everybody's not feeling it. Everybody immediately saw that and was like, oh hell no. Look at Tiana. Tiana's giving him the side eye like, I have no idea what you're doing, but this is ridiculous. And for some reason, why is my CC broken, man? I just updated my game, but it says very sad. Stomach pain from being punched in the gut. Julian's stomach is injured and needs some time to heal. Somebody is scary. Somebody is honestly scaring the people of Avonshire right now, and for some reason that person is not Julian. Why are you angry? Emotional meltdown from being by peasants. Who is a peasant that's causing you to be this mad? And you should be kind of worried about the fact that your father just got assaulted. There is no other Avonshire royals that are near Julian at this moment. Everybody is seeing him and is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we hate that dude. I did not expect Francois to be able to hold his own in terms of all this stuff that is happening, but I'm getting so many pop-ups and I want to read all of them. Reputation status, violent sim. Julian has done some violent acts in front of other sims. Sims who witness Julian's violent acts might confront him or curse him when they see him. Reputation points, 10 out of 40. Reputation, violent sim. King Francois has done some violent... Okay, so it's practically the same thing. Hello? Sanjay? Sanjay is saying this man right here tried to inappropriately harass me. Were you practically trying to harass your future, would it be son-in-law? I have no idea how they would be related if Aditi married into this family, but are you trying to ask him for money and that's what caused you to be in this situation? So now you have an atrocious reputation, King Francois. We already knew that the kingdom did not like you. So everybody is bringing this to the forefront like, hey, this guy is like giving terrorist vibes. I think that Julian has a lot of animosity towards the Avonshire royals, so he's trying to put violence on them. There has been a lot of tension because of the death of the former Baron of House Wells. So all this animosity is being turned towards the royals. Whoa. 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 Damn. Okay, somebody needs to call the cops. You call the cops. You, Hugo, call the cops. I did not expect Queen Rosalie to be holding it down like this. Non-violent. Somebody call the cops. Is there no way to call the cops using this? How is Queen Rosalie's reputation worse than freaking her awful husband? It says reputation status offender. Queen Rosalie has done some offending acts in front of other Sims. It's just practically saying people don't like her. They think she's violent. This man right here tried to inappropriately harass me. He just has issues with royals in general. Whoa, I want to see all of this stuff. So that was Princess Consort Christina. Oh my god, this is freaking the current Baron of the House Wells. It says stay away from the poor people. Now I gotta pause this game and read it with y'all because so much is happening. Lord Marcel, Baron Marcel is saying stay away from the poor people. Don't you dare touch any of us. Hello? This is actually giving such a messy situation. Like, is he practically trying to say, like, you guys deserve this for the way that you are consistently treating the people of Avonshire? What is Lorene saying now? Lorene said, if I were you, I would go to a different town because everyone hates you in here. Expose everyone. This man will attack you. Be careful when he's around. How much money have you stolen from innocent people? This is Empress Sake. Try going to the gym. Maybe that will calm you down. So not only are people mad at Julian right now for assaulting royals, they're looking at Rosalie and they're looking at Francois like, you guys are awful. Don't touch me. I'll sue you. I've already booked a lawyer. Look, this guy is taking a sweet nap like his wife did not get assaulted. This is such a mess. Is there a way to call the police? I feel like everybody is being way too calm. I know you got punched, but you should be on the run. You should actually be the first person on the run. I think you practically, no, I need you to like run away from here. He's probably feeling way too hurt to properly run. He just got punched in his stomach. But I don't know if Lorene and Hugo want to continue their wedding with the fact that both of their parents got assaulted. So I'm going to end their wedding right here. Okay, so I think that after seeing all of that violence that happened at an Avonshire wedding, so many of the people left. What nonsense are you saying about your father this time? This person right here is violent and might punch you without a reason. Okay, thank you for exposing your father. I definitely think he's going to slap you though for having the audacity to speak to him out of turn. He does not care that you are his son. You cannot ruin the integrity of the kingdom by saying such things. Like, what are you talking about? What? Everybody is sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. Is there insomnia? Are they being drugged? Go home and sleep. I just think they are overall so tired from today. So much nonsense happened. I just think they're so over it. I'm going to send them home so they can sleep. But I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. Violence in Avonshire, a royal wedding, a noble funeral. Your in-laws almost got murdered and you're just smiling and having the time of your life. Everybody go home. Why is nobody going home? For some reason, Hugo and Pierre are gonna have a difficult family dynamic. I think Hugo is definitely looking at his brother like, hey, even though our father is the worst man alive, that does not give you the right to say whatever, do whatever to him in public. All of the dirty business that is making up the drama of the De La Willow clan, you have to keep that indoors. At least the people like Fleur. You see how she walked by and everybody started cheering, and now you're feeling shy around strangers. But that is where I'm going to end the episode. Pierre is still at the church despite the fact that I told him to go home. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna keep this in mind for the next episode. Ignore the fact that he's missing a hand, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.